Imagine an island so remote, so different from anywhere else, that it feels like you have traveled to another planet. This place is real, and its name is Socotra. It is a small group of islands in the Indian Ocean, far off the coast of Yemen and near the Horn of Africa. For millions of years, Socotra was separated from the big continents. This long isolation allowed nature to create a world of its own, a living museum filled with plants and animals you cannot find anywhere else on our planet. Getting there is a journey in itself, an adventure that takes you away from the modern world, and into a land that time seems to have forgotten. The journey is not easy, but the reward is seeing a place of incredible, raw beauty. The island's landscape is dramatic and varied. You can find beautiful white sand beaches that stretch for miles, meeting the clear turquoise waters of the ocean. But if you travel inland, the scenery changes completely. Huge limestone plateaus rise up, carved by time and weather into strange shapes. Deep canyons and hidden caves are scattered across the land, holding secrets of the island's past. The air feels different here, ancient and pure. It is this incredible mix of stunning coastlines and rugged, mysterious highlands that makes Socotra such a captivating place to explore. It is a world of contrasts, where serene beauty meets harsh, untamed wilderness, all on one small island. When you first set foot on Socotra, you immediately understand why it is considered a jewel of our world. It is not just about the strange plants or the empty beaches, it is the feeling of being somewhere truly untouched. The island was recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 2008 because of its incredible biodiversity. This special status highlights how important Socotra is to the whole world. It is a place that holds a unique piece of our planet's natural history, a story told not in books but in the very soil, rocks and living things that make up this incredible archipelago. This recognition is a promise that we must try to protect its fragile and irreplaceable environment. The history of Socotra is as fascinating as its nature. Ancient sailors and traders knew of this island, calling it a source of valuable treasures like frankincense and the red resin from the dragon's blood tree, which they used as medicine and dye. Legends and myths were woven around the island, with some tales speaking of phoenixes and other magical creatures living there. This long history of human interaction has always been linked to the island's unique natural resources. Exploring Socotra is like peeling back layers of time, discovering not only nature's wonders, but also the ancient human stories that are forever connected to this remote and magical land. It is a journey that connects you to both the natural world and our shared past. The most famous resident of Socotra is the incredible dragon's blood tree. These trees look like giant upside-down umbrellas with tangled branches reaching for the sky. They are perfectly designed for this dry environment, their dense tops providing shade to reduce evaporation and help seedlings grow underneath. The tree gets its name from the dark red sap, or resin, that oozes out when the bark is cut. For centuries, this dragon's blood was a precious commodity, used as a powerful medicine, a vibrant dye for pottery and cloth, and even as lipstick. Seeing a forest of these ancient trees, especially on a misty morning, is a breathtaking experience that truly makes you feel like you are on another world. But the dragon's blood tree is not the only strange plant here. Socotra is home to the bottle tree, or Adenium obesum socotranum. These trees have a bizarre swollen trunk that looks like a giant bottle, which is used to store water during the long dry seasons. In the right season, their squat, fat bases are topped with beautiful pink flowers, creating a strange but beautiful sight against the rocky landscape. There is also the cucumber tree, a species found nowhere else, which looks exactly as it sounds. These plants are survivors, perfectly adapted to the island's harsh climate. Over 1/3 of the plant life on Socotra is endemic, meaning it can only be found here, making the island a living laboratory of evolution. The unique life on Socotra extends to its animal kingdom as well. While there are no native mammals other than bats, the island is a paradise for birds and reptiles. Many of the bird species, like the Socotra starling and Socotra sunbird, are unique to the archipelago. Their songs are the soundtrack to this ancient landscape. The island is also home to a variety of reptiles, including unique species of geckos and lizards that have adapted to the local environment. Even the insects are special, with many species found only on these islands. It is a delicate ecosystem where every creature, big or small, plays a vital role in the island's survival. This incredible collection of life is why Socotra is often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Like the famous islands that inspired Charles Darwin, Socotra is a place where evolution has taken a unique path. The plants and animals here have been isolated for so long that they have developed into forms completely different from their relatives on the mainland. This makes the island incredibly important for scientists who want to study how life adapts and changes over time. Every plant and every creature tells a story of survival, isolation, and the amazing power of nature to create something new and wonderful. It is a living example of our planet's incredible creativity. The people of Socotra, known as Socotras, have a deep and ancient connection to their island home. Their culture and way of life have been shaped by the unique environment around them for thousands of years. They have their own language, Socotri, which is an old Semitic language that is not written down but passed from one generation to the next through speech and poetry. This language is a treasure, holding the history, knowledge, and stories of the island's people. Living on such an isolated island has made the Socotri people incredibly resilient and self-sufficient, with a strong sense of community that helps them face the challenges of their remote home together. For centuries, the Socotras have lived in harmony with nature. Their lives are traditionally semi-nomadic, with many families moving between the coast in the winter and the highlands in the summer. They raise goats and sheep, and they have a deep knowledge of the local plants, using many of them for medicine, food, and building materials. This traditional knowledge is extremely valuable, as it represents a sustainable way of living that has allowed them to thrive without destroying their fragile environment. Their relationship with the land is one of respect and understanding, knowing that their survival depends on keeping the island's delicate balance intact. The society is built around strong family and tribal ties. Decisions are often made by community elders, who use their wisdom and experience to guide their people. Hospitality is a very important part of their culture. Visitors are often welcomed with open arms and offered a meal of dates and goat milk, a simple but heartfelt gesture of friendship. This warmth and generosity make visiting the island a truly special experience, as you get to see not just the amazing nature but also the kindness of the people who call this unique place home. Their simple, community-focused way of life offers a powerful contrast to the fast-paced, individualistic nature of much of the modern world. However, life on Socotra is changing. The modern world is slowly making its way to this remote island. While new roads, schools, and medical facilities bring much-needed benefits, they also bring new challenges. Younger generations are becoming more connected to the outside world through technology, and some of the old traditions are beginning to fade. The challenge for the Socotri people is to find a way to embrace the good things that modernity can offer without losing their unique culture and their deep sustainable connection to the land. It is a delicate balancing act, one that will determine the future of both the people and the island itself. Despite its remoteness, Socotra is not immune to the problems facing our planet. Climate change is one of the biggest threats. The island has been hit by powerful cyclones in recent years, storms that are becoming stronger and more frequent. These extreme weather events damage the fragile ecosystems, uprooting the ancient dragon's blood trees and other unique plants that have taken centuries to grow. Changing weather patterns also threaten the island's water supply, making droughts more severe. This puts immense pressure not only on the unique flora and fauna, but also on the Socotri people who depend on the land for their survival. Another growing concern is pollution and the impact of development. As the island becomes more connected to the outside world, there is a risk of plastic waste and other forms of pollution harming the pristine beaches and marine life. Unplanned construction can also damage sensitive habitats and disrupt the natural landscape. While development is necessary to improve the lives of the local people, it must be done carefully and sustainably. It is vital to find a balance where progress does not come at the cost of destroying the very things that make Socotra so special. Managing tourism responsibly will also be key to preventing the island from being overwhelmed. The future of Socotra depends on all of us. Protecting this island is not just a local issue, it is a global responsibility. Its unique biodiversity is a treasure for all of humanity. International organizations like UNESCO are working with local communities to create conservation programs that protect the environment while supporting the people who live there. These efforts focus on scientific research, sustainable tourism, and environmental education. By helping the Socotri people become the guardians of their own island, we can ensure that their traditional knowledge is combined with modern science to create a sustainable future for this priceless natural wonder. It is our duty to make sure that future generations can also experience the magic of Socotra. This island is a powerful reminder of nature's beauty and strangeness, a living testament to the wonders of evolution. It teaches us about resilience, adaptation, and the importance of living in balance with our environment. Protecting Socotra means protecting a piece of our planet's soul. We must act now to address the threats of climate change and pollution, and support the Socotra people in their efforts to preserve their unique home. In a world that is becoming more and more the same, we cannot afford to lose a place as wonderfully different as Socotra.